And that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Carolina Panthers. A happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready. Faster, faster.
First play, and Young is going to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark. And they work this right field across the 45. That's good for 28 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now in the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leaders usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now throw there by Love, pulled in by Reed. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Now Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Packers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it second down. Those defense for the Packers, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
13 yards, first down, Panthers. Young working out of the gun, rolling to his right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Jones with a carry on first down, but I don't think he even made it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense all over that one. You look at this Carolina defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
We got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
That's returnable now for Smith. Now a hit and a loose football. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
That throw by Young incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
A play fake. Now Young. That is caught. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Ready.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Panthers at 4 and 10 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there, first down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward and they pick up a first down.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Young now, sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
On the set. Ready.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Set.
Young on 3rd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Let's go
The
now.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1.
Ready.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Set.
Now here's Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Ready. Ready. Trouble 38. Ready.
Going for it with Sanders. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Trail. Yellow.
1st and 10, Young. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 19 yards that time for number 19.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
Sanders is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Set, hut.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll try and run for it with Jones.
And he's going to have the Packers first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
The throw by Love, taken in by Watson.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Love now. Throw left side complete. That's Reed. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Play action this time with Love. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Shaq Thompson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Love. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Love. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Ready?
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Love looking to throw it. To the goal line, but it's
complete. Also a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Shot, 17. Hut.
Young on first down. He'll buy some time right. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 25. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think quarterbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
Seal, black. Ready.
To throw on 2nd down is Young. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team that had a Hall of Famer at one.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles got 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. And complete once again to Watson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Okay, right.
2nd down and a yard. Now Love. Finds his receiver, Watson. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there, as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Carlson's extra point up and good, and it's now 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, set.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
52 blasters. Go red.
Chark the motion man right.
Let's go. Go set.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be out right at the 35.
There's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Watch out now. 52.
Here's Love. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At their 49-yard line.
Let's go.
Throwing. Love. That one caught downfield by Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On second down, Young escaping the pressure right. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here is Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
What an advantage having an elite guy to build a defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Black. Ready.
Young to throw it. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33.
Okay, ready? Hurry! Set.
Young to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
And the Packers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
That is caught.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
First down, Green Bay.
Ready?
To pass, here's Jordan Love. That's complete to Wicks. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. Able to push his way through. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
32-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ready?
2nd down, back to Sanders. Now inside the 25.
Touchdown, Carolina! Miles Sanders, 59 yards.
And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Next to score, Packers 31. Panthers 21.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Let's go.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Try to lay one up deep.
And that will be incomplete. He left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Ready up.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st down, Green Bay.
1st down, going to the air with Love.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Ready?
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Aaron Jones,
a 5-yard touchdown run.
and the Packers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go, set.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Young rolling to his right. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 127 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off the play fake, Young. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Ready.
On 2nd down, Young again. Short throw underneath to Hurst. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Young on 3rd down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem.
And now here's another interception. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
A good pickup there, a 22. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Here we go.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Still going inside the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Packers 42. Panthers 20.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as Jones hit and the ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Throwing, Young, sliding out of the pocket.
And Sharp calls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Chart the motion man right.
Now Young. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here we go.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
Hey.
In motion is Chenault.
6. Mega. Black shot. Hut.
They'll throw again. Young.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Partner, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been because it's been an all-around game for him, taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
Touchdown, Panthers! Hayden Hurst from 8 yards out.
And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Love.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Love looking to throw. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Here's Young.
He'll buy some time right.
Coming across the formation and making the catch is Chark.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Ready?
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
He's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.